From the outside, the apartment looked perfectly normal, quiet, clean, even a little boring. But the real problem was never inside the rooms. It was inside the walls. The first strange sound came on the night Ethan moved in. Around 2:14 a.m., he heard something. Not the scratching of rats or the shifting of old wood, but breathing. Heavy. Slow. Wet. Like something huge was pressing its face against the inside of the wall listening to him. At first, Ethan tried to ignore it. New apartments always had noises, right? Maybe it was the pipes. Maybe the neighbors. Maybe his imagination. But the walls didn't act like walls. Every night, the breathing moved, following him room to room. When he walked into the kitchen, the sound shifted behind the kitchen wall. When he stepped into his bedroom, it followed him there. To almost like whatever was inside was crawling through the hollow spaces just to stay close to him. One night, he finally whispered, "Hello," and the breathing stopped. The silence lasted maybe 5 seconds before a voice whispered back, not clearly, not human, more like a distorted echo repeating Ethan's words, dragging them out, stretching them. H-E-L-F. Ethan froze. Every instinct told him to run, but something kept him there: fear, curiosity, something else he couldn't name. He pressed his ear to the wall. The wall felt warm. Too warm, like skin. The next day, Ethan asked the landlord if anyone else had ever reported strange noises. The landlord's face changed. Immediately tight. Jaw. Nervous eyes. Defensive tone. "There's nothing in the walls," he snapped. "Just settle in. You'll get used to it." But Ethan didn't get used to it. Because that night, the breathing came with footsteps. Not on the floor, inside the walls. Slow, dragging steps that moved vertically. Diagonally? Like something walking on all fours, or maybe something that didn't need the floor at all. At 3 a.m., the footsteps stopped right behind the wall next to Ethan's bed. He could hear its weight pressing against the structure, bending the drywall, almost cracking through. Then a whisper, this time not copying him, but speaking on its own. "Let me out." Ethan jumped back and grabbed his phone, shining the flashlight toward the wall. And that's when he saw something that made his skin ice over. The paint on the wall was moving. And Dante. Forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more terrifying mystery horror stories every week.